All right, this is the week of development. This is the video of last week. So as you can see, I'm starting to recap the last video. Here's the warped quarters thing. A couple of things are different, as you will see soon. Um, there's me trying to get the mutant to look at me. A couple of things are different when the mutant sees you, um, as I'll show you soon. But pretty much there's an animation that plays before it chases you. As you can see, he's gonna just like run at you immediately. Um, so then there's something different about this area too, and I'll show you that. It's gonna be very apparent as soon as that happens, and yeah, you'll see. Open it right now. Okay, so I opened it up, and I'm just gonna play, and I'll describe. So this is the new title screen. It's not that much different. Uh, we don't really we don't really have a title yet, so there's only a new game. I'm planning on doing like an options and settings. So here's the thing. This is a menus map. Like there's two different maps. This is the hotel map, but right now it doesn't go anywhere. So Warped Quarters is the only map that really works, and we were working on some stuff with the mutant, so this is the only updated monster, so I'll just add that first off. Okay, so now loading up the game map. Okay, as you can see, the door is missing. Yeah, there was a problem with the mutant with the door. Uh, so let's just look. This is F1 to go to wireframe. It's not going to actually be in the game. It's just in for editors. Uh, so as you might be able to hear if you listen closely, Tyson added a 3D sound effect of the footsteps, so you can kind of tell where he is. So he's right here. Um, as you can see, he played the new animation. Also, this is new. He is faster than you, and I'm probably gonna die. Yep, and this is something else extra. It's kind of glitchy. I think we gotta work on it. But uh, as you can see, uh, it does play the animation. Sometimes it plays it more than once, so that's kind of a problem we have to work on. As you can see, the door is missing, and so now I'm gonna like show you something Tyson also worked on with, which was sounds. He did a lot of sounds this week. So I'll get the door out here again just to show you what the new sound for the door is. So now, as you can see, you'll probably immediately be able to notice what the sound is different. So I think this sound is way better, honestly. Oh yeah, he added sounds for cabinets, I believe. So like here, yep. So that's I'm pretty sure they're all the same, but that's fine. Yeah. So that's pretty much it. I'll show you some stuff. Content, 30% BP, blueprints, enemy, main one. So pretty much this is the mutant, like how it acts, the AI, quote unquote. It's not very good. Uh, So basically, this is a Boolean that sees if he's crying or not, and if he hasn't yet, then as soon as he sees you, he'll set the cry to true. That way, he can only do it once, and then it'll set the walk speed to 0 for a minute, then it'll make it look at you just in case he like uh, saw you and then turned around immediately. That way he makes sure it looks at you. Then plays the taunt, um, and then it'll wait until the taunt animation is done. Then it'll go back to the blend space. Then it'll set the walk speed to the running. Then it'll go to you. Um, that's pretty much it. This is just like as soon as it starts, set the cry to not true. That way it'll actually go to um, this. So like if it sees you again, because pawn sensing is just kind of a tick thing. So like it'll see you more than once. So it'll just like go over and over again. So it has to be like it only once, and then it'll go to you immediately. So that's the taunt and the well, actually I haven't showed you yet. This is the um kind of like the it's assassinating you. That's basically he added a point light to make sure you actually see everything. That's Tyson. And then it'll play this. It'll change the camera to a different camera as you saw when I played it. Then it will make sure it's looking at you, change the walk speed to 0, and then play the Bruta animation. And then this changed. Um, so basically, it's making sure you can't walk, but it doesn't really work right all the time. So yeah, it uh, so basically it's just making sure at first. This is another boolean called death, and if it's already playing, then just do yeah. So just play the dead animation, not dead animation, dead widget after 4 seconds. Then if it's false, then play the animation that is basically the third person character's side of him getting killed. And then set the death to true. And then this, I was messing around with this widget. It's literally nothing on the widget. I just want to make sure that they couldn't move. Then set it to mode, UI mode only. And then do the same thing as the true, except it has to do a ton of other stuff. Um, yeah. So I'll open up Glowwords. Um, so as you can see, Alex is completely done. The dead screen is, we might think of something else, but I think it's completely done right now. It's fine. Warped quarters, yeah, he has to add cabinets to each room. That's what Tyson's planning on doing. And he has to do all the Drake monster footsteps. Um, so then Tyson's planning on doing a hotel map as well. Again, he hasn't done that yet, which is fine because he's still working on the warped quarters map. Uh, and then he's going to add the swords in each drawer. I plan on doing the settings screen, which is like actually kind of hard because you have to like mess with the post processing with the button. So it's kind of eh. And then the title screen is not like as you saw. It's kind of bad. We have to make a name and add options and stuff. Yeah. Um, the commits. Um, so basically, yeah. So I made it so it paused the game so it doesn't like for some reason there's a glitch. If you waited on the dead screen for a little bit, it just like opened up the um, level again, and you couldn't move or anything. It just showed you what. the aftermath was, and it's just like you on the floor. So it's kind of useless. Yeah, this is him, us room, tie-in. Uh, uh, right, this is him removing the door because we figured out that the box for the door was messing with the cinematic for the mutant. We plan on figuring out what causes that and changing it so the door actually works because the door is nice to have. And then we were messing with the walk speeds just for fun, and then we had to restore it back. Uh, that that's pretty much it. Gonna just to recap, and you should go play the game again. I'll start from the menus. Okay. Uh, you can see this when Unreal the tiny editor comes. This th whole thing, the preview, is not in a 16 by 9, so it's kind of annoying that like shows off this. But what you gonna do? So as you can see, it's gone now. Okay, now new game, warp quarters, mutant. The go back still works. See, yep. It looks like the nav mesh needs to be real built. That sucks. I can just do that real quick. Just copy this, delete it, and just paste it again, and it rebuilds it. Rebuild it. You can see, and oh, I gotta uh, set it to full screen. Now we're gonna see. The flashlight is a tiny bit different than last time, but it's not a big difference. Oh, there he is, and that's that taunt animation. I got rid of the jumping because it's kind of useless for a horror game, and the animation kind of broke again. But you can see the what we wanted. Um, yeah, that's pretty much it. See you next time.